Yes, hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. This is your girl Nora, and in this video we are talking about boundaries in marriage. Are they important? To what extent should we have boundaries in marriage? Are you new to my channel? Please subscribe and click on the notifications bell so that every time I post a video you get notified. Don't forget to visit norark.com. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Look, marriage can be challenging. Me time is a very important aspect in every marriage, in every relationship. Boundaries have to be fixed between a marriage couple. That's why I will always say these things have to be agreed upon. Not when the marriage is ending, not when the marriage is in the middle, but when the marriage is starting. You have to set boundaries. Sit with your husband or spouse. Talk about what you agree with and what you don't and why. Agree amicably. Is it about the phone? Is it about the husband coming back every day past 10 o'clock because he is hanging out with the boys? Is it about the husband not being home every day or even spending nights out on weekends? Is it about the wife taking time off to go to the beach with the girls? Me time has to be talked about. Boundaries have to be respected in marriage, but they have to be installed after a discussion between the couple. Everyone needs time alone. Even if you are married, you need time to be alone. Maybe reading a book, maybe meditation, maybe exercising. You need your time alone. And when you don't want your spouse to come in your space, it gives you a healthy marriage. It is healthy for the marriage. For someone to sit alone and be alone and ponder. To do something they want in their time. Maybe to visit her friends or her parents. Maybe to go out and play ball or exercise. Everyone needs that time for a healthy relationship, and the couple has to respect it. When you get married and you forget yourself, you put all your time in marriage, you feel suffocated. It's not good for your marriage. As a woman, you need time to go to the salon, to treat your hair, to do your nails. You need time for a spa. Yes, you also need time as a couple to go out and do those things. But you need your time as a person. Marriage doesn't mean forgetting yourself. If you forget yourself and lose yourself in the course of the marriage, time will come when you want to find yourself, and that time won't be good for your marriage. But again, I want you to remember that me time has to be controlled. If it's uncontrolled, it will again affect the marriage. The more time you spend without each other, you are teaching your spouse to live without you. You have to be very careful with this me time. It doesn't have to exceed the time you are together as a couple. Just because Nora says you need me time doesn't mean you go for a month away from your marriage, away from your husband or your wife. You go for 2 months, you go for 3 weeks, every month you're away for 3 weeks. No. It has to be very controlled and very minimal, so that when it finally happens, when you are alone, you enjoy it and you feel it is purposeful. Let me throw in something about boundaries on phones. Have you agreed with your partner about boundaries on phones? Why is your partner not allowing you to check and touch his or her phone? Those things have to be agreed upon Gentlemen, don't just assume that because she is a woman, she's not supposed to touch your phone. What are you hiding? If you have nothing to hide, why mustn't she touch your phone? Why mustn't she check your phone? The moment, ladies, you feel, or gentlemen, the moment you feel like you really need to check his phone, you want to find out something, the moment it enters your brain, there is something he's hiding. It doesn't just happen that you wake up and think of checking his phone. He has done something cautiously or subconscious that has sent a message to your brain without you even knowing that he is hiding something or she is hiding something. That is why you feel the urge, you feel the need to check his phone. I always tell you, if you find yourself wondering if he or she is cheating, they are probably cheating. They are probably hiding something. So, boundaries on phones have to be agreed upon, surely and seriously. If you check that phone, you are going to find what you are looking for, because there is a reason why you want to check it. Some message was unconsciously sent to your brain that there is something in that phone, and it's there. This takes us back to what is marriage. Marriage is love. Marriage is trust. Marriage is openness. Marriage is a commitment to forever. So, how are you going to do all these things with someone you don't trust? How are you going to do these things when you are constantly wondering that I can't check his phone or her phone because there is something that is going to make me cry or die? That means by the time you reach that extent, there is a problem in your marriage and relationship. Because much as they keep saying, do not check his phone, mostly, do not check her phone, marriage is supposed to be transparent. I've seen couples who have passwords in their phones because they are protecting their phones from their children, not from each other. I've also seen couples who choose to trust because there is no reason not to trust, and because of that, they don't check their husband's phones or their wife's phones. And those phones don't have passwords. They are free phones. But if you find someone having a password on every app, a fingerprint, eye scan, passcodes on every app, everything, and on their phone, that person is seriously and vehemently hiding something. Therefore, some people just choose to stay in a bad marriage. Do you know why I'm saying bad marriage? Because they know that there is something in his phone or there is something in their phone, but they won't check because they want peace. They sit in this marriage and wait for whatever is coming, because in their brain something is surely coming. Some woman out there is sleeping with him. She is waiting maybe to get infected with a disease. She is just there knowing that this man is a no good man. He's not to be trusted. He is hiding something. But let me just stay because of maybe financial reasons, because of the kid, but not because of love. The moment someone knows that the reason I don't check in his phone is because there is something I have to find there, or there is something in her phone that will make me break, this person starts to lose love for you, doesn't trust you. Because if you surely don't have passcodes and don't hide your emails and phones, and someone doesn't check, then that's called trust. Boundaries have to be talked about. Boundaries have to be known and discussed with the couple. Boundaries have to be agreed upon. Not because of hate, not because of distrust, but because of personal growth, for the good of the marriage, not to spoil the marriage. Look, if he or she is doing something, you will feel it. I told you, it subconsciously comes to you. Your so-called guardian angels tell it to you. You feel it, then you see it. But your body denies it. By the time you're even feeling to snoop in his phone and his emails, you are just looking for proof. It's not like you don't know, you already know. But if you find someone who just doesn't care to check even when the phone or emails or gadgets are not locked, they trust their husbands and wives fully. And that is what we call a happy marriage. I have seen women, mostly women, who have expressed that they are living with broken men whom they don't love, whom they lost love for a long time ago, whom they can't even check their phones because they know what's there. Every organization they go to, they have women they are sleeping with. They have side chicks there. You are with this man because of financial help, because of society approval, because of the children, but you seriously don't love this man because you know he's a broken man. Some people set boundaries on their phones because they are not hiding a side chick, they are not hiding a side guy, but they are hiding family secrets. Maybe she is building a house somewhere and she doesn't want the man to know about it. Maybe she is doing some work somewhere and doesn't want the man to know about it. Maybe he is the one doing it. He doesn't want her to know about the secrets in his family. He doesn't want her to find out what he is doing for a living. All that means the family is broken. The marriage is broken. I told you, a true marriage is transparent. You are not just together for other reasons, you are together for love. And if you love someone, why hide those things from that person? If you even can't tell your family, can't tell your wife or your husband about what's happening in your family, there is a problem. Marriage is love. Love is openness. Love is frank. Love is bright. Love is love. Look, I have seen men and women who are living in broken marriages and relationships and they know it. Actually, many. By the time you are married to someone and they vehemently assert that you can't check their phones, you can't access their gadgets, you are prohibited from even coming near their phone, they are hiding something. Women have expressed that they are living with broken men whom they don't love and they don't trust. Because everywhere he goes, he has a side chick. Everywhere he goes, he is cheating. Everywhere he goes, he is doing something fishy that he doesn't want the wife to know. By the time you are hiding something, it means there is a problem in that marriage and relationship. So, look at these boundaries properly. Boundaries can be talked and discussed with the couple. But the boundaries set by your husband or your wife will show you much about this person. I've seen men and women who set boundaries on their phones, not because they are cheating, but by the time someone sets a boundary on their phone, they are surely hiding something. Marriage is love, marriage is care, marriage is openness and transparent. Marriage is love. If there is something to hide, maybe the wife is building somewhere and doesn't want the husband to know. Maybe the husband doesn't want the wife to know what they are doing for work. Anything you're hiding, whatever it is, if you are at an extent of doing something and hiding it from your wife, when it's not a surprise for her or him, there is a problem in that marriage. When you look at the pillars of marriage, there is not supposed to be anything like that. Something is wrong with your relationship if your man or your woman is hiding their phone, is vehemently prohibiting you. Some women feel like the moment I touch his phone, he's breaking up with me, he's asking for divorce. But they are still staying in that marriage. Look, that woman doesn't love you. That man doesn't love you. If you put those strings on your phone and your gadgets, he is there for something. Maybe he or she doesn't have anywhere to go. Maybe he or she fears what society and her parents will say, or his parents will say when you break up. Maybe it's for the kids. Maybe it's financial. But deep down, the love is not there. I've seen many people saying that you can't check his phone. How can you check his phone? These people have convinced their brains that it is okay to live in a broken marriage, to live in a bad marriage. It is okay as long as you're there. But deep down in their subconscious mind, they know that much as it's okay, it is a broken marriage. And I've seen many couples as well who do not have anything to hide, and they are living happily ever after. The phone is always there. If you want to check, you check. I've seen couples who share one password. I've seen couples who share one passcode for their bank accounts, for their ATM cards. I've seen couples who share one bank account. I've seen couples who don't have anything to hide. And they are counting years. They are living happily ever after. Not having anything to hide doesn't mean that the man or the woman don't make mistakes. They make all these mistakes, but at the end of the day, they are open book. They don't even hide their so-called big mistakes from their spouses. Even cheating, they will come and tell you, I made a mistake, I cheated, I'm sorry. So, that is all about boundaries. Boundaries have to be discussed and installed in a relationship as a couple. You don't just install it. There is a big problem if you just go with the flow. Some men just install boundaries. You are not to ask me where I'm coming from. Who are you? He comes home maybe past midnight. Sometimes he doesn't come home. He goes with the boys anytime he wants. He goes out anytime he wants. He's always not at home. You are not to touch my phone. You are not to do anything. This is what we call dictatorship in marriage. It spoils marriages. Some women just learn to go with the flow because they think it is normal that the husband can come late. The husband can do anything he wants. The husband, until they break mentally, they can't take it on anymore. These things are supposed to be discussed when the marriage is starting, not when after it is broken. You're supposed to agree with him. What time do you come? When you are getting late, you call. You tell me, oh her, she could be the one doing it. You discuss as a couple. Know that on Friday night my husband goes out. He goes out and hangs out with the boys. Maybe he goes for golf. Know it. Let it be known. And you have to be flexible. Don't think that since we agreed that every Saturday night I'm out with the boys, it is it, nothing can change. This is a marriage. You have to be flexible. What if on that Friday night or Saturday night your child is sick? You're going to leave your child in hospital without helping your wife, and you go out because you're going to play golf? You have to agree that it can only be done when it can be done. When it can't be done, it can't be done. You agree about me time. Is she out there in the compound reading a book? Is the child crying? It's now your turn to take care of the house and the children while she is there resting. She has to be also flexible. So boundaries are good. They have to be talked about by the couple. They have to be installed after a good discussion as a couple, when the marriage is starting, not when it's ending. There has to be a clear understanding as to why, when and how they will be done, and they have to be respected. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. Click on the notifications bell so that every time I post a video, you get notified. I've been dressed by Faith Peters. Follow her on Instagram and Facebook. She will have you sorted with your own well-tailored garments. Thank you. I love you. See you in the next one. Don't forget to visit noraarake.com. Bye.